I had 500,000 streams on my music. You know how much that paid me? $200. And I say that as someone who went on to generate over 1 billion streams across 80,000 songs. Now, I've seen every level of this game. And what I'm about to show you changed how I see the entire music industry. I'm going to break down the exact math that proves streams are lying to you. The hidden audience inside your fan base that's worth 10 times more than what your streams count, and one shift that turns music from a leaky bucket into an actual business. If you're a musician right now wondering why streams don't translate into more money, this is that video for you. So let me give you the full picture. A few years ago, I had about 500,000 streams across my catalog. That's 500,000 plays. Sounds solid, right? That was $1,200 like 1 month of recording studio rent in Hollywood back in the day. 500,000 people heard my music, and it barely covered a single expense. Everyone around me kept saying the same thing: keep grinding, build your fan base, the money will follow. So I did. More content, more promotion, more releases, more playlists. Money didn't show up. That's when something clicked. I didn't have a music problem. I had a customer problem. When I show you what that actually means, the real numbers, you're going to see why some artists with a fraction of your audience, how they're making 10 times what you make. And here is the lie that most musicians live inside of. If enough people listen, the money will come. Now that sounds motivating, and it's completely wrong, because a listener and a superfan are not the same person. I mean, a superfan can be a listener, but a listener is not a superfan. Let me make this concrete. So last year I got a DM from a fan. She said, I've been listening to your music for 3 years. I would literally pay to hear you break down how you produce a track. 3 years of streaming, $0 to me from her plays. But she was ready to pay. But nobody ever gave her that chance. I didn't give her that chance. My team didn't give her that chance. And that's not a listener. That's a customer hiding in plain sight. That is a superfan hiding in plain sight. So let's talk numbers. Spotify pays somewhere between 0.003 and 0.005 per stream. Now let's call it, 0.4 of a penny. So if your song gets 50,000 streams in a month, which sounds great, you make about $200. Now think about what it took to make that song. Your writing, your recording, your production, the mixing, the mastering, the cover art, the photo shoot that you had to spend money on, the clothes, the promotion, the clips, the emails, the ads, dozens of hours, thousands of dollars, maybe even like hundreds of hours for $200. Now, watch what happens when you flip the lens. Out of those 500,000 listeners, what if just 100 actually cared enough to support you directly? That's like 0.2% of your audience. If those 100 people paid you $5 a month, that's $500 a month, $6,000 a year. $10 for a digital album, that's $1,000. And then let's say you have some extra content and they gave you $25 a month. That's $2,500 a month. $30,000 a year with 100 superfans. And that's not including anything else. Same music, same audience, completely different outcomes. So I'm going to show you exactly how to find those people in your audience right now. See, most artists walk right past them. Now here's what nobody talks about. The entire music ecosystem profits when you stay focused on streams. Spotify profits, Apple Music profits, playlist companies, everyone's eating except you, the artist. So I know a producer with 2 million monthly listeners on Spotify, right? She makes less from all that streaming than she does from 47 people on her Patreon. 47 people. And that's when it becomes obvious. Direct fan relationships are the business. Streams are just the front door. And this is where it gets really interesting, because buried inside of your audience right now, there are people who would happily pay you. I mean, they're just itching to throw money at you, but you just haven't been looking for them or allowing them an opportunity to contribute to you in that way. Here's how to see them. So you look for people who comment on your posts, share your music without being asked, DM you asking you about your music, like when is the next song gonna drop, showing up to your live streams, showing up to your concerts, quoting your lyrics back to you. Those are not listeners, those are super fans. And you don't need thousands of them. Let's do the math on your audience. So let's say you have 50,000 listeners, maybe 5% are repeat listeners. That's like 2,500. And maybe 10% of those actually engage with you. So that's 250. And then maybe 20% of those are true superfans. That's 50 people. All right, so we went from 50,000 listeners to 50 people. Even if you have 5,000 total listeners, you might have 5 superfans ready to support you right now. 5 people at $20 a month. That's $100 a month you're leaving on the table. So 50 superfans at $10 a month, that's $500 a month. And then you add merch and you add digital releases, you add private community, you add a bunch of different things with it. Now your music has a business model. Let me make this stupidly practical. I mean, like 5th grader level practical. Here's the exact move. Now you can do this today. Step 1. Look at your audience and find your 20 biggest supporters. Not your biggest followers, okay? Your real supporters. The ones who consistently show up. Check your comments, check your DMs, check your text messages, check who shares your stuff. Write down 20 names. That's it, just 20 names. And then go to step 2. Send each of them a message. One quick message. Hey, I'm thinking about creating something exclusive for my supporters. I've noticed that you've been commenting and sharing my music, and I really appreciate it. What would you like to see? What would you actually want? Would you like early access to some of my songs, behind the scenes of how I make my music, private live streams, a birthday message? Like, what would be of interest to you? And then go to step 3. Whatever comes up the most across them, build that one simple offer around that. Not 6 offers, not 10 offers, 1. And I know for some of us creators, that's difficult to have one offer. But my recommendation is to start with early access to unreleased music. Why? Because it is the easiest to deliver. Fans love feeling like insiders, and it costs you literally nothing extra because you already are making the music. Then move it to step 4. Invite your 20 people. That's it. Invite your 20 people. You don't need millions of fans. You don't need a massive platform. You need just a few people who care enough to pay. And the chances are you already have them. You just never asked. So here's what this actually looks like in practice. So the before artist you, right? You're posting new single out now, link in bio, to 10,000 followers. You get 47 streams, and then you feel like a failure. After you implement what I'm suggesting here, you DM your 20 biggest supporters and say, I made something new. And guess what? You get it first. You get 15 responses in an hour. 3 of them pay you before the song is even public. Same you, same artist, same music, completely different relationship with your audience. So if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Streams are not customers, attention is not ownership, and visibility is not a business. I told you at the beginning that I showed you the math, the hidden audience, and the one shift. Here's the shift. Stop asking, how do I get more streams? And start asking, who already believes in what I'm making? One question changes everything. You don't need more random listeners. You just need a better relationship with the right listeners, your superfans. And that's how you stop chasing numbers and start building a real career. Now, if you want help actually doing this, I built something. It's called the Superfan Audit. It walks you through identifying who's in your audience and who's most likely going to be able to support you, what kind of offer makes sense for your music, and how to make your first ask. It's free, and the link is in the description. Now, if this video shifted how you think about your music career, subscribe, like, comment, let me know down in the comments about that. I break down the real business of music every single week. So the stuff that the industry doesn't teach you, you can get here on this channel. If you want to go deeper, then check out the video that's coming next week. I break down exactly how artists are building six-figure businesses with fewer than 1,000 fans.